It's Foodie Friday right here on the AM Club. Guys, I'm so excited. I'm Zala. We are at Boul, Accra, ready to bring you guys so much content and innovation. With us today, we have the owner and baker of Boul, Accra, right here in East Legon, Fleur. Hi Fleur, how you doing?
I'm good, and yourself?
Bonjour, comment ça va? It's so lovely to have a French bakery right here in Ghana. How do you feel?
Amazing. I mean, it's been an incredible journey since 2 years.
Okay.
And today we are super happy because it's growing and people are starting to know about our pastries and our bread. And we get more and more interest every day.
Yeah, so you guys do authentic French bread. What else do you guys do here?
So, by authentic French bread, we mean that we use sourdough, and also we are not industrialized, so we do most of the things artisanally with our hands, our bare hands. And we also do cakes, we also do viennoiserie, which is the croissant. We also do many different traditional French desserts.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You mentioned cake. I think just when we got in, I heard you say vegan cake.
Yes, so we bake for any needs. For example, if you have someone who's diabetic in your entourage, then we can bake a cake suitable for diabetics. We can also cook a vegan cake. We can also cook lactose intolerant cake.
That's amazing. So how did you start and decide that you're going to open up shop in Ghana?
Well, it was a very funny story because I'm not a baker and I'm not a pastry maker originally. I studied international relations for 6 years and I was working for an investment company here in Ghana. But I have always been passionate about doing cake, and my mom was baking the bread at home. So she started baking, and when we had guests for dinner, they would all ask, "Where do you get your bread from?" And she would be like, "Oh, I just bake it." And little by little, she started baking for the neighbors and then for the teachers at the French school. And at a point I said, "Hey mom, you know what? I'm 26. I really want to grow my own business and I want to make it with you. So let's jump in the experience,
That's amazing.
That's how we started."
That's so amazing to think that you went from corporate to pastries.
But I'm 100% happier, honestly.
That's excellent. It's always good to do what you love.
Yes.
So we've got so much going on behind us. We've got a showcase of your bakery and some of the things you offer. How do you feel about French bread in Ghana? Like, was it a struggle to get people interested?
Definitely, because the French bread is completely different to what we can find here in Ghana. So here in Ghana, we're used to soft bread, and French bread is more crusty. But we also have a bread that looks like the local bread here. It's called brioche, and it's soft and sweet. So this is our number one seller. But then more and more we have interest from Ghanaians that just pop in the shop and say they want to taste French bread. So they don't really know the name, but they want to taste French bread. And this is what's interesting in the market, is that people are actually willing to taste. And that's a super good thing.
Trying out new things. I think that's excellent. We love to try out new things. Experiencing this place is great. Honestly, I walked in here and the smell was just amazing. It smells like a true bakery. We love it.
I smell it every day, so at a point I don't smell it anymore.
We walk in and we love it. It brings a sense of home. It's lovely. So on average, do you have an average of how many sales you make in a day or in a week?
I can give you the average of customers we have per day, which is around 45 customers per day. And we work from Tuesday to Saturday. And from now, we also work with the restaurants, so we do B2B. And I supply a few restaurants, like maybe some, Bondi, Sandbox, El Padrino.
All the fancy places.
Yes.
So we now know the fancy places have correct bread.
And one of our first business to order from us, which he supports me a lot and I always support him, is the Wingman, the burgers.
Wow.
Yes.
So we can really find your stuff hidden away in some of the other restaurants we are used to.
Yeah, and I'm super proud of that, because at the end of the day, I mean, you really feel the support from the market. Our bread is made artisanally, so that means there's more work, but it's local. So a lot of restaurants have shifted from importing their bread, frozen and I mean, not very recommendable, right? To something made artisanally and locally. So it's very positive.
It is. It's absolutely lovely. So we're going to ask you to take us on a quick little journey to kind of what you guys do right here.
Sure.
And take a quick look behind the scenes.
Amazing. After you.
Thank you so much. And we are now behind the scenes. This is production. So, Fleur, tell us, what exactly are we going to see right now?
So a bit how it works. So we start with the mixing process, which is behind us, where we put the flour, we put the sourdough, the water, and all the ingredients. And then after that, the dough is exactly like you see it here. And then it's just left on the table to fermentate a bit and to relax. And then after that, we start cutting it. So Richard here will cut the dough for the baguette.
Okay.
And you can go ahead with the chef. And so each type of bread has a weight.
Okay.
For example, we cut the baguette 250 grams.
Okay.
So once it's cut, we leave it again on the table to relax and fermentate. French bread is super relaxed. I mean, a lot of the steps is just leaving it on the table for a fermentation process.
Okay.
And then after that, it's shaped. So, Saber, do you want to show how you shape a baguette?
Okay. So she's going to shape it into the baguette shape that we're all used to.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then it goes into this pan here. It stays overnight in the fridge for fermentation again.
Wow. Okay.
And then in the morning, we start at 4 a.m. When everyone arrives, we bring out the baguettes, we cut them, and then they're put into the oven.
Okay. So it's almost a full 24-hour day process.
Oh, definitely. I mean, one baguette is 6 or 7 CDs, and behind that you have 6 people working on it and more than 24-hour work on the baguette.
That is impressive. So, okay, so we can see her rolling it out and everything. Wow. So how many, do they do with, such a big bowl, usually?
Honestly, for example, if we mix 3 kg of flour, we can maybe do, I would say, maybe around 20 to 24 baguettes.
Okay.
More or less, depending on the water amount we use. So yeah, you see, the baguette, this is the traditional way, the traditional bread. I mean, in France, never a lunch, a breakfast, or a dinner is eaten without a baguette.
That's amazing. So we're going to get 2 baguettes and 2 boules.
Exactly. So he's finishing the second baguette. And as I told you, once this is done, it goes into the fridge. It ferments for the whole night, so 12 hours. Then when it's out, we cut it. So maybe, Wisdom, you want to show how we cut it?
Okay. So is there a specific way to cut it? When you guys cut the bread?
Yes.
There's a specific way?
When we talk about cutting, we talk about just, giving, we say it's the baker's signature.
Okay.
So Wisdom will show you right now. We just take a blade, a regular blade, and then we cut it. So certain bakers will just cut it straight like this. Some others will do crosses.
Okay, I've seen different designs.
Yeah.
So it depends on the baker.
Exactly.
What design. Okay, let's see what Wisdom is going to bring to us.
Yeah, so Wisdom
today.
also can get creative some days, or some other days he just cuts it down.
Nice. So that will pop up when you finish baking it. It'll crack really nicely with a beautiful crunch.
Exactly.
So we've got baguettes here.
So usually we don't do it before it goes into the fridge, right? We do it once it has proved and it's ready to go into the oven. But today it was just to show you.
Yes.
So now Wisdom is going to put it in the oven, in the fridge for tomorrow.
Wow, that's lovely. That's lovely.
So here is how he molds the boule.
Okay. So these are the big round breads.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you see how small it starts, and then it will become a quite big loaf for a 4-people family, let's say.
Oh, really? Okay. So I've seen people eat it with soups and other sauces and things.
Definitely. So same here, you see. So it will go into the fridge. It will proof, and then after that we use the blade and Wisdom will do a cross on top.
Okay.
So when it's in the oven, it will just open and the cross will widen.
Okay.
And this shows how the strength there is in the bread. But right now it will just go and have a good night's sleep in the
That is great. Thank you so much. That was lovely. And we're going to move to
the millefeuille.
Millefeuille. So we'll get a chance to try that out.
Yes.
I have washed my hands. I am ready to go. I'm seeing all the lovely things going on. So let's get right into it. First, what is a millefeuille?
So a millefeuille is a super traditional French dessert. It's made from puff pastry. So you have 3 floors of puff pastry, and in between each floor you have pastry cream. What is pastry cream? Is basically milk, vanilla, some eggs, maizena, and then we mix this with some whipping cream.
Okay.
To make it a bit lighter. Yes,
okay.
fluffier. So, and on the top, there is this super authentic French design that we're going to do together.
Okay, that's great. So we've got the puff pastry made.
Yes, so the puff pastry is already done. The pastry cream is also already done.
Nice.
So I'm just going to finish with the last.
Nice.
So you see the consistency is like...
It's very thick.
Yeah, very foamy, like a bit like a sky. So then we do this to remove the air bubbles. So we just massage a bit the piping tube.
Okay.
Then you put just one.
Just
so
one,
then
okay.
the first layer can go, and it doesn't, it doesn't move everywhere into the box.
Okay, so that's like the glue.
Yes.
So whilst you're doing that, what is happening over on this end?
So this is called fondant, made from icing sugar and lemon.
Okay.
He's just going to cover the full layer with fondant.
Okay.
And then after we're going to do the design.
That's great. So we have our first layer.
First layer, we start by piping. So we do all the edges first.
And does it have to be a specific piping bag or print?
No. I mean, depending again on the pastry chef.
Okay.
And depending on the design you want to give it. My name is Fleur, and that means flower in French, so I love flowers. So you'll see me putting flowers everywhere.
So piping all along the edges.
Exactly. Flour, pastry cream, little dots. And then, so you first do all the edges, so it looks clean. And then you go around inside the way you want it to be.
Okay, there's very artistic design. So on average, how many millefeuilles do you guys actually make? Or is this by per...
A day?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's say...
Is it a common order?
I mean, on Saturdays we can have like 4 or 5.
Okay.
You know, we have so many dessert options, so...
Yeah.
I mean...
Everybody wants something.
On a Saturday we can have up to 4 millefeuilles, or maybe 3 or 2 or just 1. It really depends.
And the puff pastry itself, does it really take long to make, or is it...
Gosh, yes. It takes more than 12 hours.
To make a puff pastry?
Yes.
So this is the fun part?
Yes, this is the fun part, after the whole sweating process.
Okay.
So you put the second layer, you make sure at least, you know.
Can I try hand at the piping?
Of course.
I'm a little scared.
Let's start by the inside.
Inside or outside?
So, do you want to do the outside, the first one, or do you want to train inside first to see how it goes?
Well, okay, let's try the outside.
Be an adventure directly.
Yeah,
Hey, good one.
Hey, look at me go.
Yay! It's really not bad. You're actually super good. You should stay here with us.
MX, have you heard? I'm being offered to become a baker. So we have done a layer. We're working on the second layer of our puff pastry.
Yep.
Adding a little bit of piping going around. It's a hard job to do when you're a novice. So the big flour's inside.
Yep.
So you guys can join us right here on the AM Club. Hashtag Foodie Friday. You see, AM Club, we get to do fun experiences like this. We get to meet so many new people. We're at Boul, Accra. So if you ever want to get one of these, not made by me, but
maybe, you never know.
One of these available right here in East Legon. Foodie Friday is bringing you guys exclusive content.
Amazing. And now you see there's some little holes. I mean, just so customer doesn't get upset because there's not enough cream.
It always has to be cream.
Yeah, in La Boul Accra, we are very generous. Or at least we try to be.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
So this is the first part. Now,
so we've got 2 layers.
Yes.
Ready to go.
Now, second part will be working with what we call the top.
Okay.
And the fondant.
Okay.
So He has put fondant everywhere on the top. And now we're gonna pipe some chocolate. So always make sure, yeah, your chocolate's going out correctly. And then you do lines.
Okay.
1, 2.
So this is the decorative part of
Yes.
the
And you'll
millefeuille.
see in France, I mean, all the millefeuilles are decorated this way. And when you go through your pastry diploma, it's one of the cakes they ask you to do.
Okay.
So then you take a toothpick or a knife or whatever you want that has a sharp end,
Yeah.
and you just go across the first one. So we're going from outside to inside,
And it does really, really cute lines and designs with it.
and it's not all. Now we're going the other side.
Okay. Well, there you have it, the design of a millefeuille.
Voila!
Okay, this
It's not
is
that
great.
complicated, right?
Well, once you know what you're doing, this is amazing. It actually looks really lovely. Okay, so now we're just gonna place the top layer right on it.
Exactly. So decoration is done. Now just try to fit in so it looks good. And
there.
here we go. So usually we also add our little logo here. We have a little carton. And also a little secret. If you try this at home, do not put the top of your millefeuille. So once you're done, put the 2 first layers in the fridge. Leave this top under an AC or under a fan. Because fondant is made with sugar. If you put it directly in the fridge when it's not dry yet, it will completely melt. And the whole design you did will be a mess.
And we have it, a finished millefeuille. The 3 layers, pastry, design, we've got it all done. Fleur, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you guys. I mean, we were so happy. I think the whole team is super happy to have
Yes,
this
so
team.
of course, this is your solid team here to support you in your vision and your business. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you for featuring on the AM Club this morning. It has been amazing being here. I am so glad. I can't wait to see what you guys continue to do here. So guys, remember, this is La Boul Accra. And we have been joined by some wonderful people, made amazing things together. Don't forget, you can always catch this on all our social media at MX24. Don't forget to add the hashtag so that we can find you. Hashtag MX24, hashtag the AM Club, and of course, hashtag Foodie Friday.